Hey everybody, I am David, and today I want to talk about some breaking news that broke. Joss Whedon is apparently not going to be directing Batgirl. Oh shock, another director leaves DC and Warner Brothers. Why am I not surprised? Look, this is some bullshit news because let's talk about Joss Whedon. He came in back in March of last year. Pretty much a year almost, to come in and do some reshoots on Justice League, right? This was sometime during the time where Zack Snyder, where we finally learned that he was reportedly fired, but they were trying to... Look, I don't want to say if they were covering up, because suicide is something serious, and I would hate Warner Brothers so much if they actually used suicide as an excuse to try to cover up Snyder's firing. And Joss Whedon was brought in to do the reshoots. But at the same time, we found out that he was also going to direct a Batgirl movie. Got fans excited about both of those. Justice League comes out. It turns out to be a mess. People feel the Frankenstein monster all over that movie. It felt like two different movies for a lot of people. Me, I thought the movie was fine. But I did see its problems. Its problems were so clear that if you were someone that was denying it, you know what? Go away. Because you're loyalist. There's a time to be a loyal fanboy, but there's a time to open your eyes and actually see when something's wrong, when something is being pulled over your head, that you are being fooled to pay for crap. And I like DC. I love DC. If you follow my channel, you know I love most of the DC movies that DC has done. I've enjoyed all the DCEU. What am I kidding? I have defended Batman v Superman, defended Man of Steel. Man of Steel, one of my all-time favorite superhero movies. Wonder Woman was a great film last year. Justice League, like I said, I thought it was fine. Suicide Squad, same thing. I thought it was fine, but that one was definitely the weakest that DC Entertainment has done so far. But Marvel's kicking their asses. But we can also go back to their older films. I like Batman Returns a lot. Batman Forever has a special place in my heart. The Dark Knight trilogy is my all-time favorite trilogy. Dark Knight being my all-time favorite movie. And, you know, okay, Green Lantern was something else. That was a piece of shit film. But I defend Superman Returns. I'm one of the few. So, and then obviously the classic Christopher Reeve Superman movies. So I do not hate DC. Smallville was one of my all-time favorite TV shows for 10 freaking years. And now I'm in love with the Arrowverse. I think I love the Arrowverse right now more than the DC cinematic universe, which is pretty sad. But this Joss Whedon thing, man. This Joss Whedon thing comes today, towards the end of the day, when I'm literally finishing work. I read this, and his excuse is that he didn't have a good story. He realized he didn't have a story to tell. And I'm like, what? How do you not have a story to tell throughout this entire year that you were brought in to direct this movie? So it's like, after he finished the reshoots, it's like he goes into the office, I guess I don't have a story after all. And then he's like, hey guys, I gotta go because I don't really have a story here to tell for Batgirl. Despite all the stories in the freaking comics that you could just pull out and just tell one. Like, I don't know what's going on with DC. I'm rooting for DC. I'm really hoping this Aquaman movie is awesome. But every time I hear news like this, it really hurts as a fan of these films, these kind of films. And seeing the success Marvel is having, and I love Marvel too. And I just saw Black Panther twice this past weekend. Black Panther was amazing. Why can't DC have the same success? Why can't they get it together and do something to make something successful? Why can't they appoint someone as leader, as showrunner, if you will, of this DC universe and just lead the course, lead the way, because that's the problem with DC from what I see, is that they have no vision. They have no one guiding them on where to go. They are playing this like safety, but in a really bad way. I don't know. Maybe Aquaman will change all our tunes. Maybe that will be the next Wonder Woman. I'm hoping. We'll have to wait and see. James Wan is a good director, so I'm rooting for him. If the producers or whoever's in charge of DC films doesn't get in his way, because it seems like whenever we have problems with these DC movies, that's what the problem is behind the scenes, is that these producers or the studio heads are interfering with the director's vision and doesn't let them carry it out. Where is our Snyder cut? I don't know. Is there one? There are a lot of deleted scenes, but I don't even think Snyder got the chance to finish the entire movie to really get a Snyder cut. And this bullshit excuse from Joss Whedon, I love Joss Whedon. The Avengers, one of my all-time favorites. I love even Age of Ultron, which a lot of people were a little bit more harder on, but it's actually grown on me even more every time I watch it. So I like Joss Whedon, but you can tell this is a bullshit excuse from him for covering up something more that's actually going on behind the scenes at Warner Brothers and DC. So, look, I want DC to succeed, but they really have a lot to prove right now. They are really falling behind on what should have been an amazing movie with Justice League. Black Panther is kicking their asses. Thor Ragnarok kicked their ass. It really is sad to see a Justice League movie, which should have been a $1 billion hit. It should have been the next Avengers, fail at the box office. Fail. I said it. It's a failure. It made $600 million. Black Panther already, domestically passed Justice League's entire domestic run. So, come on, DC. I'm rooting for you. I want to root for you, but you're really making it hard. You're making me embarrassed of being a DC fanboy. So, with that being said, guys, I want to end this video here. Tell me what you think of Joss Whedon stepping down as Batgirl. Do you think this movie is going to be directed by someone else? I think they're going to just brush it under the rug. I was listening to Collider's thoughts on this, and Collider video, they thought they are going to hire another director, a better director, whatever. I don't think so. I think Warner Brothers is just going to let this one die, because it was just there to make us think that Joss Whedon was actually at Warner Brothers for a reason, but really it was just to do the reshoots, and that was about it. And now they're going to let this go under the rug because they actually had no intention of doing a Batgirl movie. So with that being said, I hope you guys subscribe to my channel, like this video, and until next time, take care.